Joseph now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 19-yard line.
No. 319. Right, 58. Right, go to 50. 58, boy, 58. Hey, high 7. Watch the flag.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. That's caught by Geronimo Allison. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now it's Rodgers. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
A gain of 9 yards. That's good for a Packers.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Working from the gun, Rodgers. He's going to rifle one deep left side. It's caught inside the 25. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
And between the last 2 plays, they moved it over half the length of the football field. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. The confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. To throw, it's Rodgers.
Oh.
And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
Nigga Myles
the number
Garrett,
1
man.
pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Rodgers now on 3rd and goal. And it's caught. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
That's just simply not right. To make that kind of a catch, that spectacular, and not get a first down out of it.
I guess he could put it on his personal highlight reel, however.
Yeah, he'll get the catch, he'll get the yardage, but he doesn't get
They're
what he
in the
really
zone
wants.
now. That's 5 in a
And
row.
on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Rodgers going to go on 4th down. Touchdown, Packers.
His point is
from 4 yards out.
he got
And
a
the
few of
Packers
them.
take it right
You
down
could
the
get in
field
the
and
zone.
score on the opening drive. Many would call that a gutsy decision here early on to go for it 4th and goal. There was no hesitation. Field goal unit never sniffed the field.
It was a message, and the message was, I trust you on offense. Go out and make this happen. Go ahead and pick it up. You know what else he said? I trust my defense as well. If they don't get it, I know you're going to hold them. So it's a message to your entire team that you believe in them.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. First carry for Nick Chubb.
Oh, I just missed a tackle.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Check 3. Hey, alert.
Mayfield. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham.
Nigga, Beckham
And
route
they got
so
it well
crisp,
across
bro.
midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
Offer mine.
You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
That is now 19-yard gains on back-to-back plays. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. And we score. Touchdown, Browns. Baker Mayfield.
This nigga Baker Mayfield, bro. How did you, bro? Come on, bro.
An extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point up and through, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a nifty return there as he's all the way up past the 40-yard line.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
And they get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. Rodgers now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's first and 10. Here's Rodgers. Open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. How about the first quarter he's putting together out wide? Pretty impressive.
I think that he likes the fact that we're playing this as a day game. You know, some guys, they respond better in the evenings for some reason it builds up. But this guy, day game, and he is off and running. Exactly right. 100 might be
Yeah, by the numbers, he's on pace for 200 plus right now. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Rodgers now to throw again. And this is incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
No. 158. 53. I smell fear now.
Now Jones. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
2nd down and goal. Rodgers to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Geronimo Allison, the intended target. But now it's 3rd and goal.
Now we got 3rd and goal coming up, and couldn't you imagine being in that huddle, partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3. Throwing is Rodgers. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
So it's an old-school extra point that counts 3 times. So it's certainly a disappointment they weren't able to get it in the end zone.
Yeah, I can just imagine post-game Head coach looking at the box score, 19-yard field goal, grimacing a little bit, but having to realize that at that moment, getting 3 points was vital. Go ahead and get the points, put them on the board.
The Browns take over 1st and 10.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
31 yards there on the first down. Some quarterbacks just seem to have a knack for setting up the draw play, and he did it really well there.
And those guys who can do that well often are very good at play action, too.
Yeah.
And the beneficiaries, they're running backs and they're
Why
wide
they got
receivers.
Baker Mayfield out there slinging that thing like he's Tom
Brady.
Brady?
Up to be incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Mayfield to throw it. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Preston Smith, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. 3rd and long for Mayfield. Trying to lay one up deep. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. Rodgers now on first down. It's caught here by Adams. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep and curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, it's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. And let's see who's faster.
Whoa,
Deep
what?
2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
319. Over.
Bruh.
Rodgers again now. He's got Adams on the hook on. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Devontae Adams, 34 yards. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. Crosby with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Mayfield off the play fake. He'll let it go deep for Beckham.
Bro, I can't, like, you can't even get near this nigga, bro.
It's across midfield and inside the 45. A big pickup of 38.
The fuck,
so the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They go play action. Mayfield. They'll roll him out right. And he's got his hand across the route. That's Landry. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. 23 yards the final tally.
That's what I'm saying.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
This nigga Jarvis Landry, Odell Beckham out there, motherfucking 99, fucking out running this shit.
Halftime preview, so I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime.
All right, we're doing you're about to break this motherfucker.
Not a bad job. Hey, writing down your ad.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Browns are back within a score. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
The extra point up and good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Joseph now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
I can't believe Jarvis Landry put that fucking ball in the sideline like that, bro.
They have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll be a 2nd down.
All right, come on, A-Rod. We got to get the ball in the end zone real quick.
Now Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off. And
that wasn't a true A-Rod play.
When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
Rodgers now on 1st down. To Valdez-Scantling over the middle. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at a 45. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the 1st down as well. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver?
Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Ward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I got scared,
these
man.
quarterbacks have their hands full all afternoon long, but they finally get a measure of revenge as he gets himself in a nice spot. He's able to get 2 hands on the football and pick it off.
They begin the drive with Johnson. Trying to run inside,
okay,
but nothing there.
They take Khalil Mack best back in the game.
Made by Blake Martinez. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Caught left side, it's Beckham. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
But this thing, you can't, like, Odell's always open.
Final play of the half, Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham.
Oh, shit, I fucked that up. He dropped it.
That'll wind up incomplete.
I fucked that one up, too.
Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
The Browns take over 1st and 10.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Alert!
To throw, Mayfield. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown.
Now, that was a beautiful play.
Man, coverage actually worked this year.
How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
You mean with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Fielded about a yard deep. Uses the spin. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was.
They done made man coverage work deeply this year. Oh my God, niggas. They gonna find some defensive play and all these tweaks. Oh my God. Get this shit about 2 months.
Back to it after the pick six. Mayfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Jarvis Landry, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. They've got his man complete.
The man coverage trying to get me in my ass on that one.
And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself,
chopping
always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. He finds Beckham complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, 55 yards. And the Browns have cut it back within a score.
Hey, bro.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Joseph now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
I remember Coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners been really busy in this game.
Ain't nobody going to do no this, not
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. Calling a loss of 2 on the play, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Open man is Allison, complete. Rodgers to Allison, good for a Green Bay 1st down.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a 1st down.
1st down saves them from a 3 and out. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted.
I tried to pump fake. Why did they put that in the game?
And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense.
But in order to pump fake this year, you got to double tap one of your receivers' buttons. And sometimes it's, bro.
Following the interception, Mayfield.
Let's pick my ball again.
And bring it to the right side here, Beckham. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Bro, what
That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. Mayfield wants to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And once again, the Browns are back in front. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the second extra point he's missed so far. Joseph now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval
is my camera showing up on the
they give them full authority
on the broadcast,
to go and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And Rodgers intercepted a third time.
I think in position for the touchdown.
Able to get there and pick it. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation. But sometimes
this nigga's still in his own, bro. I lost, bro. Ain't no stopping this nigga, bro. Look at this shit, bro.
The right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Mayfield to throw it. And it's going to be incomplete. He was trying to go back to back.
I think Baker Mayfield got 333 yards passing, bro.
Had no command that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. About 4 there as he takes him from the 10 down to the 6.
Yeah.
Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. The kick by Joseph is good. And that'll make this a 7-point game. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
They stopped that a long time ago.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. But his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Denzel Ward.
Well, NFL quarterbacks have learned the hard way. You're not going to get rich throwing against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his 2nd interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I've got to tell my guys, you've got to go work on the other corner.
Well, this This is Callaway on the receiving end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, he can be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's third down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass. And sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that, and that's why they were able to get to him on it.
The kick by Joseph is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the fourth quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. This complete to Jones. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Packers have cut it back within a score. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing
Landry and fucking Beckham.
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
Packers versus Cleveland?
You can't get no pressure on the quarterback.
And they'll start the drive on the ground. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the
Look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Landry, the intended target. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Rodgers. He's going to go up top for the ends. And he's got it. Packers touchdown.
I lost overtime.
4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers have retaken the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 24. Mayfield on play action. He'll let it go deep to Beckham. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time
That
today.
bitch cut off on me while I was doing my physical franchise. I was mad.
And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line. Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 13 yards, first down Packers. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Them comeback routes are fucking serious.
And this one's incomplete. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
Shaggy's little trigger
they
happy right
definitely
there,
run
and
that
it turned into an
shit, man.
ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete.
Yeah, I couldn't run that shit last
Throwing
year.
again on 2nd and 10. Rodgers throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The Packers on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 5.
Oh,
The
let's
throw
see.
on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
A 47-yard attempt.
Ah, get in there.
This is right down the
Yeah.
middle as he puts it through. And that'll make this a
I think
7-point
it's off a
game.
little bit.
But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
We got 3, fellas. Mike 42, Mike 42. Hey, 2. 42 to Mike, boy, 42. 42 to Mike.
Mayfield. And now here's another interception. Adrian Amos.
Oh,
with the
use it,
pick.
baby.
The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to send this one deep right. And this is caught. The first play of the 2nd half. A big success, over 30 yards. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one rips, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. On 2nd and goal, Rodgers. And he's got the connection to the tight end, Graham. Touchdown, Packers.
Again, boy.
Aaron Rodgers on fire, his 5th touchdown pass of the ball game. And that interception key as it leads to the touchdown. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the lead now up to 14. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Preston Smith picks up his second sack of the afternoon. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off near the 32. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line.
Damn, bro. Intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. Two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a two-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Jair Alexander. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10. Rodgers looking to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. It's T.J. Carey who picked it. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it. But it just tells you about the game of football. It give it and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in the game, the likes of
I think me like a Lambo
I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Have y'all been running the ball?
Now Mayfield. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities.
This shit can make us second fire.
And that should do it. Picked off by Tramon Williams. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
To throw, it's Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Got a man, that's Allison. And he is tackled inside the 49.
You got niggas there, you got to go through the special line.
A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll let this go for the end zone. It's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Inspection misses one of the motherfuckers.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think they can follow this and carry it with them.
As an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Packers are winners here as we say so long